You ever see someone get handcuffed in front of their entire office? Yeah, right there in the same spot they'd worked for 5 years. Never called in sick, never took a day off, never even left for lunch. That was Emily Walker, 29 years old, accountant, neat button-up, hair in a basic ponytail, always 2 steps behind the drama, but miles ahead of everyone when it came to doing the work. They slapped the cuffs on her so fast you'd think she'd been plotting world domination, not running spreadsheets. And the whispers those whispers, they went from cruel to gleeful in seconds. So the little spreadsheet mouse finally slipped. Some guy in marketing sneered loud enough for everyone to hear. And Jessica, that classic office queen bee, just smirked and tossed her hair like she was starring in a reality show. You know, the type-fake sweetness, real poison. Emily didn't say a word. Didn't cry, didn't protest, just stared at the floor, her hands still and face blank, while the FBI tore through her desk, agents tossing drawers like they were hunting for $1 million instead of old Post-it notes. You could feel the satisfaction in the room, these people. They'd waited years for someone like Emily to fall, and they didn't even know why. She'd always been too quiet, too focused, too invisible. That's the thing, right? Sometimes the folks you never really see are the ones who know everything. For years, Emily was the woman who showed up before sunrise, left after dark, never missed a deadline. To the rest of them, she was nobody. Jessica used to lean across the cubicles. Maybe Emily's better suited to mopping the basement. Her laugh cut sharper than her perfume. And Tom, the loud sales guy with a gaudy watch, would throw in, bet she's never even left the city. Emily heard it all. She'd just keep typing, fingers flying over the keyboard, eyes blank. But every now and then, when nobody was watching, she'd stop just for a second, take a deep breath, and dive back in. The worst was how Jessica sabotaged her. Little thinks a file misplaced, a wrong number in a report, always tiny enough to look like Emily's mistake. Once she handed Emily a stack of deliberately messed up reports and told her to fix them by morning. Emily stayed until 2 a.m., eyes burning, got it done anyway, and Jessica took the credit, batting her lashes at Mr. Hargrave, the boss. Emily? She never said a word, just kept going, hands trembling as she opened another spreadsheet. They never let up. One Friday, Jessica organized a photo for the company newsletter, made sure everyone was dressed up, but forgot to tell Emily. When the camera flashed, Emily was in the back, half hidden, looking out of place, and the photo went company-wide with Jessica grinning up front. She's going to ruin the vibe, Tom snickered. And still, Emily kept showing up. You know what's wild? For all their cruelty, she never let them see her break. Even when Jessica marked up her spreadsheet with fake errors and circled basic math in red for everyone to see, Emily stayed silent. She just grabbed a clean notepad, kept taking notes. If Hargrave noticed, he never said a thing. The laughter in those meetings hung in the air long after everyone else forgot what was so funny. But here's where things started to turn. One night, the janitor, Carlo Wyrie, quiet man, found Emily working late. Coffee, he offered, voice low, and for once she accepted. They're hard on you, he said. Don't let them win. And for the first time, she didn't feel completely alone. Carl's small kindness became a lifeline. Didn't stop the cruelty, though. Next morning, Emily found a sticky note on her monitor. Dress like you belong here. Red marker, sloppy mean. She tossed it without a word. Jessica watched, satisfied. Then it got worse. One rainy day, Emily's umbrella broke, and she came in soaked. Jessica called out, "Did you swim here?" And the office roared. Tom tossed her a roll of paper towels. "Clean it up, would you?" She mopped the floor, slacks sticking to her legs, shoes squeaking, face blank. A coworker snapped a photo. This is going viral. And Emily just sat down and kept working. But even in all that, she found unexpected allies. There was Daniel, the shy intern, who saw her fix a major client report and quietly asked for help. She took the time to teach him, pointing out patterns, and when he left, he mumbled, "You're really good at this." It was the first time she heard genuine respect. But the office wasn't done. At happy hour, Jessica accidentally spilled red wine on Emily's shirt loud enough for everyone to watch her try to scrub it out in the bathroom. And then came the rumors about her snitching. about her thinking she was better than everyone. Tom got in her face about it, but Emily just looked him in the eye and said, "I just do my job." He didn't know what to do with that. All the while, Emily was noticing something in the ledger's money missing, transfers that didn't make sense. She started saving screenshots, copying files to a USB drive, and sending backups to a friend-in-law. Nobody knew yet, but she knew it was big. Things snapped the day the FBI burst in and arrested her for laundering money. The office watched, faces smug. Jessica looked almost gleeful. But nobody saw the USB, still hidden in Emily's bag, safe. Prison was another kind of hell. Inmates mocked her, guards ignored her, one even crushed her glasses, saying she didn't need them to scrub floors. A dead rat in her bunk, food dumped on her lap, long nights scrubbing pots with bleeding hands. Emily took it all, quietly, never breaking, just watching, learning. She found allies there, too. Lena, a tech was in for a crime she didn't commit, and Martia, an older woman who knew the building's vents and tunnels. Together, they started planning. Akin Nessa pencil sketch Lena, maid of Emily's mother, became Emily's anchor. "Thought you'd want this," Lena whispered. Emily tucked it close to her heart. The three bonded, sharing scraps of food, whispers in the night. Their plan came together slowly. The prison's cameras lagged during monthly reboots. There was a sewer tunnel Marta could open. Lena could handle the cords. On a stormy night, with thunder covering their tracks, they slipped out Emily first, wrench in hand, rain washing away months of grime. They split up, but before that, Emily gave Lena the sketch, keep it safe. On the outside, Emily found her friend, got back the USB, and met a young journalist, Sarah. They pored over the files, names, dates, everything, until they had a case no one could ignore. The article exploded. Jessica, Tom, even the VP Mark were named, their whole scheme exposed. But the final twist, Sarah dug up an email from Mark to Jessica. The mouse won't see it coming. That was the world went mad. Protests outside the company, Emily's name trending everywhere. The courts moved fast. Jessica confessed. Tom tried to flee. Mark cut a deal. Emily sat in court, hands folded, face calm, as the judge cleared her name. The FBI even apologized, but Emily didn't watch. She was with her mom, holding her hand, promising things would be okay. Emily's courage sparked more than her own freedom. A week later, Sarah got another anonymous tip, inspired by Emily's story, exposing new fraud. Emily didn't care about the headline. She used her settlement to move her mom to better care and took a new job. Only after they agreed, she'd mentor young women in the field. On her first day, she stood in a plain shirt, looking at a group of nervous interns. "You don't need to be loud," she told them. "You just need to be right." And somewhere in break rooms and bus rides, people told her story. The woman who got framed, survived hell, and brought the truth to light, who taught everyone what happens when you underestimate the quiet ones. You know that feeling, don't you? When the world tries to break you, but you just keep going. Emily's story is for you. So where are you watching from? Drop a comment, tell me what justice means to you, and hit that follow button if you've ever felt like the world tried to count you out, because sometimes the quiet ones are the strongest of all.